All right, so moving on, we want to go ahead and talk about our sponsors. Our sponsors for this show are Susie Kondolopoulos with Gateway Mortgage, and her cell phone number is 281-250-2696. Susie is a loan officer, so if you're looking to buy a home, give her a call. If you need to get pre-approved for a home, give Susie a call. Or even if you've already been pre-approved and you want to get a second opinion, feel free to call Susie and see, how she can help you. I'm sure she's got some down payment assistance programs, so give her a call. Our second sponsor is Texas Low Cost Insurance Agency. So at this agency, they sell auto, home, and commercial insurance. Now, they are located in Deer Park, Texas, but they can help you anywhere in Houston. It doesn't matter, anywhere in Houston, surrounding cities, and actually anywhere in Texas. That phone number is 281-941-2863. So if you want auto insurance, homeowners insurance, business insurance, life insurance, any kind of insurance, give them a call. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move on to our program, and I want to introduce our two guests. Our first guest is Sylvia Guillen.
Hi, I'm Sylvia Guillen. I'm with Metropolitan Title. I'm business development. I've been in the business for 20 plus years. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Metropolitan Title. We have two locations. We have a location in right next to Memorial City. It's 800 Gessner Road. Mm-hmm. We also have another location in Katy, which is 1904 West Grand Parkway. We provide mobile closings if you need that. We can do HUD closings. We are here available for you, and we will accommodate your closings. And what I do is try to go get business from real estate agents, lenders, bankers, and individuals that need a closing office. So that's something about me, and I'm really big in the Hispanic market. I started the first Hispanic division in Houston with another title company, and I'm very proud that this Hispanic market has continued. So that's just a little bit about myself. I hope you give us the opportunity to earn your business.
Well, thank you so much for that information.
Thank you.
And Sylvia, you brought one of your closers with you today. Would you introduce her, please?
Our branch manager and escrow officer is Stephanie Clark.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Clark. I'm with Metropolitan Escrow and Title. I've been with this title company for almost 10 years now, but I've been in the business for almost 20 years now. So if you need any title work, we're here to help and assist you with your closings.
Well, thank you so much, Stephanie. Well, the thing is that, our audience is primarily the general public, usually consumers. We also have, of course, real estate agents that are watching us, but we want to give information to the general public. So one of the things is that, we always hear about title companies whenever we have a closing. We know we're going to close at the title company, that much we know, right?
Correct.
But, we don't really know, a lot of people don't know what a title company does. So that's what I'd like you to do, is to explain to us in simple terms, what does a title company do?
Well, the title company is the company that provides you with your title insurance. Your title insurance covers you for any financial loss that would occur after your closing, such as a title defect or a lien that comes up after closing, or taxes that are outstanding and due and payable. The title company and title insurance will insure you against those losses for any title defects that come after you purchase your property. So it's really important that you obtain title insurance.
Okay, so explain to me, could you explain maybe like an example, a very brief example? Like, what do you mean when you say a defect or something?
A defect is like maybe an outstanding lien that's still on the property. If you purchase a piece of property and you go to refinance that property and there's an existing lien that might pop up on your title commitment, you would go back to your title company or to the title insurance company, and that company is responsible for making sure that lien is taken care of. So it would cover you for any outstanding liens. If there's sometimes if there are outstanding taxes that are due, the title insurance would cover that as well. So title defects like that, anything that should have been taken care of prior to you closing, that's what that insures against.
Okay, okay. And what is the process? I guess, can you tell me, what do you do to, I guess, before you issue the title policy?
Well, what happens is we open up what's called a file or a contract. You would send us your contract, we would open up a file, and once we open up that file, usually within a few days, we'll get what's called a title commitment. And that title commitment will let us know what needs to be cleared up prior to you closing, and what, what liens that we need to pay, or what judgments or anything like that. Anything that's outstanding that we need to take care of in order to ensure clear title. That's what that title commitment is going to reflect.
So in other words, you make sure that there are no liens on the title. I mean, no liens or judgments or taxes due, etc., on that property, right?
Yes, that is what your title company should do.
Right, and that's what's very important, that I've had people ask me, just yesterday I had someone ask me about doing an owner-to-owner finance, and I said, we will never, we as realtors, or I as a realtor, will never do a closing unless it's going to close at the title company, right? Because we want to make sure that the title is free and clear, that there are no judgments. Because imagine, I always want to caution people to be, very cautious about buying a home directly from someone, just giving them money and not going through the whole title process, because you don't know what kind of liens are on that property.
Absolutely, and it's not just liens that could pop up. You're talking about individuals that might come back and say, well, I had, ownership in this property and I wasn't paid what I was supposed to be paid, or I didn't know that my ex-spouse sold the property or my ex-partner sold the property. So that's kind of, part of the process when the title company opens your order, is to make sure that there are no outstanding, not only liens, but different people that could come back and cloud the title or claim ownership to that title.
That is true. That is true. I always tell people that I'm like, you can't just buy from someone. You don't know if they have the right. Basically, you don't know if they have the right to buy, to sell that property, right? Like you said, you don't want someone to come later and say, wait, what do you mean you bought that property from this person? I'm the wife and we've never gotten a divorce.
Right.
Or I actually got that property through a divorce. Or what do you mean? No, I'm the grandchild and I'm entitled.
I was an heir and rightfully, that was my property to sell and I didn't agree to that. So then you've got a huge problem, because you've got someone that should have been involved in the, in the closing of the property, that wasn't involved, and that's a problem.
Exactly. Very, very, very important. In fact, I just had this discussion with someone yesterday, that it's very important. Now, let me ask you this. Is a title policy required from everyone?
A title policy is not required, but it's strongly suggested that you do get a title policy, because anyone can try and sell you a piece of property. Anyone can come to you and say, this is my property to sell. I'm selling this, or my mother or father passed away and I'm selling this property. But if you don't acquire title insurance, and if you don't go through a title company for closing, then you're not going to be covered for anything that comes that pops up after you purchase that property, and you won't be able to sell that piece of property to someone else and ensure clear title to them, because you didn't get it when you purchased the property.
Absolutely.
So it's really important that you do obtain title insurance.
Absolutely. Now, of course, a lender is going to require that you get a title policy for the most part, if they're going to provide a loan.
Correct.
For you.
The lender is going to require what's called a mortgagee's title policy or a loan policy. And that policy covers them for pretty much the same thing. So you want to make sure that if you're buying a piece of property and you're getting a mortgage on it, there's only like $100 difference in getting a mortgagee's policy versus getting an owner's policy. So if you get one or the other by itself, it's more expensive. But if you combine them together and get them simultaneously, the mortgagee's policy or the loan policy is only $100 extra.
So there's basically two policies that I guess that you should get to get fully protected.
There's going to be two policies. Now, the owner's title policy is optional. But again, if you don't get that, then you're not going to be able to, you're not going to be insured if there's any losses on the property or any, defects of the title. But the mortgage company is going to require that you do get a loan policy, because that covers them.
I see. Well, yeah, absolutely. Well, you definitely want to, just to clarify, the owner's policy is going to protect you as the owner in case someone comes
Correct.
back comes in the future and makes claims to that property.
Correct, absolutely.
And then the loan policy, or the one for the lender, is going to protect the
cover the lender,
lender in
absolutely.
case, same thing, if somebody comes and makes claim, it's going to protect their
Right.
the loan.
And your policy is going to cover up to the amount that you were insured. So if you get a policy for $100,000, it's going to insure up to that $100,000, no more than that.
Okay, and what happens when you refinance, real quickly? What happens when you refinance?
When you refinance, your new lender is going to require a new policy. You will get a credit on that policy if you refinance your property within 7 years of that existing mortgage.
Oh, okay.
So there's what's called an R8 credit that's provided. If you refinance within 7 years. But you will have to obtain a new mortgagee's policy for that new lender. It doesn't carry over to the new lender.
Okay. Now, another thing that I think is pretty important to know that you guys do is that you also prepare the settlement statement.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And tell us briefly what that
That
is.
settlement statement is going to look really crazy. It's going to have a list of itemized fees. It's going to have your sales price or loan amount. It's going to give you a list of all of your closing costs, your title insurance, and things like that. And that's going to be the document that you'll want to kind of go over and make sure you understand that 100%, because that's going to let you know either your bottom line amount, what you're going to, if you're a seller, what you're going to make at closing, or if you're a buyer, it's going to let you know the bottom line amount that you need to bring to closing.
Right. So it's basically your closing costs are going to be
Closing
outlined
costs,
there, right?
Absolutely.
Yes, that's very important because people are like, what are the closing costs? They always wonder what this, amount is, where it comes from. So basically you put all of the amounts there together, whether it's your taxes, your insurance, lender fees,
Absolutely.
title,
All
escrow
of that.
fees, all that is combined in there, and everything is
And
listed.
it's either going to be on a settlement statement or it's going to be on a closing disclosure, which is called a CD.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Very informative. There's a lot of information when it comes to title, and I sure hope we can have you here again.
Thank you.
I mean, I think I had about 20 questions I was going to ask you, and I think I've maybe asked you maybe 3. There's a lot to know. And Sylvia, thank you so much
thank
for
you,
being
Liz.
here. Thank you always. Those if we have any realtors, that are watching us, certainly keep Sylvia in mind. Sylvia, I've been, working with Sylvia for years. Of course, we go back for many years, working on many organizations, and she's very dependable, very helpful always, and
Yes.
and certainly, we're definitely going to try Metropolitan. If you haven't tried Metropolitan Title, make sure also that you give them a try. Oh, and here's her information. Here's Sylvia Guillen's information. And if you want to contact her phone number is right there, 713-291-9378. Well, thank you again, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
And we're going to go on to a little commercial break, and we will be right back.
Thanks.
Hola Houston, les habla Elizabeth Miranda, soy tu agente bilingüe de Propiedades Miranda. Hello Houston, I'm Elizabeth Miranda, your bilingual realtor with Miranda Properties, and we are on CBBA Radio, and we are back with our segment number 2. Today we don't have a special guest. Normally we have a nonprofit. Today instead we're going to continue with our real estate conversation. There's always a lot of information that we have to give you about real estate, and this week it's no different. We just went to go visit some builders in the community, and there's a lot of exciting things going on, some new builders that are building, and so we really wanted to get information to you about buying a new home. Basically, I mean buying new construction. Right? Not a pre-existing home, but actually a brand new home. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. And I have my 2 agents, my 2 real estate agents here, my 2 realtors, I should say. We've got Erica and Olivia. Say hi, ladies. Erica?
Hi, welcome to the show.
So, ladies, we want to start. Well, let's start off with Olivia. Olivia, you were with me. We went out.
Yes, we went past Friday to go talk to a new home builder, and we actually got so many great info out of that, because there's so many benefits of buying a new house. For instance, you get to choose the colors you want to put in the house. You get to choose the counters. You get to choose the exterior. You get to choose how you want the bathrooms to look like. And it's just there's so many benefits to buying a new house, and I totally encourage like a new home buyer if they like to get a new house because of those advantages.
Exactly. You know, there's pros and cons to everything, right? Whether you're buying an existing home, it's got its pros, right, and its cons, and the same thing with a new construction. And definitely one, like Olivia just said, one of the benefits of buying a brand new home is that you get to pick a lot of the things. In fact, right now there's a new community, right, the one we went to go visit, that they're going to start building 400 homes in the Channelview area, and that means that if you come in at the very beginning when they're going to start constructing in June, you actually get to pick your lot. So you get to pick, you know, do you want to be in the front of the community, in the back of the community, in a corner, in a cul-de-sac, whatever, right? So
yeah, and not only do you get to choose your own lot, you also get new appliances such as a refrigerator, a new stove, a new washer and dryer, and who wouldn't want that for their new house? So if you guys are interested, just give us a call about that as well.
Exactly. And so that is with this particular builder. Now, of course, every builder is different, just like any home is different. Every builder is different. And Erica, what about you? What experiences have you had, or recommendations do you have working with new construction homes?
Yes, I would definitely encourage people to look at the new homes, because there's so many advantages of a new home. Not only that, but also the builders, sometimes they offer a lot of help to people. Sometimes they have their own financement as well. So, you know, people can really have like a lot of benefits of getting a new home.
Exactly. And what Erica means by that is that you will get incentives from the builders. So the builders will give you incentives. They'll say, okay, well, we're going to give you, as an example, a builder might say, well, we're going to give you $4,000 in concessions, and that means that they might mean you can use those $4,000 towards upgrades, or you can use them towards your closing costs. It depends on your needs, right? Let's just say you've got your closing costs covered, but you want some upgrades. So then you can use that money towards upgrades, right?
Right. Yeah.
And then also a lot of times the builders have their own lenders also. The lenders that they're preferred lenders. Not, you don't have to use those lenders, but when you work with one of their preferred lenders, then that also the lenders will give you also some money, some incentives also.
Right. Yeah. Also, they give you like a warranty. I think some of them, they give you like a 1-year warranty on everything inside the house. So that's really good, because sometimes when you buy a house, you face some repairs, and you don't know how the life of the AC and stuff like that. So having a new home, you don't have to worry about any of those things.
Yeah.
Exactly.
New home, less you don't deal with many repairs. You don't have to deal with constantly trying to do new things in the house.
Exactly. So we definitely want you to keep that in mind, that whenever you're working, one of the benefits, absolutely one of the definite pros of buying a new home is, like they said, you don't have to worry about maintenance. They're going to give you a home warranty for at least a year on the appliances. And then they also give you a builder's warranty on the home itself. And that can vary from, maybe 2 years, 5 years, even up to 10 years. They will give you an actual warranty on the home if something goes wrong with the home, like say the shingles or the siding falls off or anything like that. Right. And of course, another thing is that when you buy a brand new home, your home's going to be perfect. It better be perfect. It's not always the case when you buy an existing home, right? It's not always going to be perfect. But when you buy a brand new home, that home is going to be perfect. Everything's going to be perfect.
Just the feel of having a new home and know that, you're the first person that that's in the house. That's really nice.
Yeah, kind of like that new car feeling, the new car feeling, right? The new car smell, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure you also, well, you do have that new home smell. I've been to a lot of these new homes, the model homes, right? And it's just a great feeling. You can feel you actually smell, I think, the wood, where they put it together. I don't know. It's just
and the carpet and everything. It just feels really amazing. You don't have to worry about having to repair anything. It's just you get to relax and enjoy your new house. house.
Yes, yes. So, while we certainly sell existing homes, we certainly do sell also new construction. So in the coming weeks, we plan to bring you a lot of information on new construction. There's a lot of new construction going on. And so we're going to tell you about that. Now, we do want to show you here, I think we have some pictures for the homes that we have that we're selling. So homes for sale. Let's see what he has up here.
Yes, so this is actually Ruby Miranda's listing, but this beautiful house is located on 6523 Capridge Drive, Houston, Texas. The zip code is 77048. It is a 5-bedroom and 3.5 bath. And if you want to look at this house, just please contact me and I can give you a showing. My number is 346-310-9019, and that is my email, oliviagarcia41@yahoo.com. Just contact me. I will be available at any time.
Okay, let's see what other homes we have. Georgiana. Let's see some more homes. Let's see. Pictures of...
Yeah, that's
This one
that's
right
one
here.
of the other houses we have, and that one is 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath. And this house is really spacious. It has an outdoor kitchen. Also, it's located in a very nice community with, I think it has like 3 playgrounds for the kids and, the family. And it's really secure and it's really nice. We're probably going to do another open house in the next coming weeks. We don't know exactly yet, but my number is 832-946-4496. You can also contact me if you have any questions.
Okay. Now, we also have a home buying fair that we want to talk to you about before we leave. It's a home buying fair. I think you have the slide there. It's Cinco de Mayo.
For the Cinco de Mayo. Yeah.
Cinco de Mayo home buying fair. So let's see. There we go. So tell us about that, Erica.
Yeah, this is going to be on Plaza Las Americas on the southwest area, and it's going to be Saturday, Cinco de Mayo, and we're going to be they're going to be organizing a lot of it's everything that has to do with buying a house. There's going to be lenders, real estate people. There's going to be also prizes for the people that that go there. You can take your kids. It's going to be really nice. They're going to have music. I think like folkloric music, and it's just going to be very nice for the whole family. So we encourage you to go. It's going to be from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and it's also called Sharpstown Center, but it's a lot of people knows it as Plaza Las Americas. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, and this is being put on by our friends with HMLO, the Hispanic Mortgage Lenders Organization. And so they are going to be out there again. What is it? This Saturday, right? This Saturday already,
yes.
May the 5th, and at the Plaza Americas, and they're going to have lenders, realtors. They've also invited the mayor of Houston, Miss Teen Texas, and other people that will be there to greet you. So if you're looking to buy a home, don't hesitate to go out there. All right, well, that's all we have for today. Our time goes by so fast, huh?
Definitely does.
It sure does. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us again today. Remember that we are on here every Thursday at 1 o'clock in English, and then, of course, at 1:30 in Spanish. We'll see you next time. See you next Thursday.
Bye.